Hi everybody, it's Amy at Sage Connections here to do your reading for intuitive art. Hopefully you guys have played the game. I call it Let's Play. It's on Instagram and my Facebook. Instagram is Sage Connections, and on my Facebook page, which happens to be Events for Sage Connections. Um, to This one is for, and I gotta look at it, September 9th through the 15th. And um, we'll just we'll just dive in, okay? I am still working on them. I got a little behind in schedule, so I'm trying to catch up. I got more into my writing, and soon I'll be getting those out here in a couple, hopefully in a couple months. But just hang in there with me. I'm hoping to get them out on time. So, oops, wrong side. So let me go the other way. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the picture for this week between September 15th and through, well, no, September 9th through the 15th, let me get this right, okay, is during the time frame that this is for. All right, I'll give you a couple minutes. Hopefully you're commenting down below what you received when you saw this. Now, I was told there's two ways to look at this. So I'm just going to give you what I first came up with. At first I thought this was a mirror, okay? And even though, you know, the person looking into the mirror sees a different image. She can see, you know, who she really is and the beauty within her. And then I got to thinking, maybe this isn't a mirror. Maybe this is a picture, and that we're reflecting on some aspect of ourselves, like doing a life review, and maybe thinking about our past and who we were at one time and who we have become during this time. They're both beautiful ladies. One's got a little more gray in her hair. I didn't realize that she was going to have gray when I did this in the beginning. It kind of accidentally happened, and I just felt like I had to. So it's either about we, you know, thinking that ourself, like how we look at ourselves, is totally what different than what other people are seeing. It is like maybe that, you know, the reflection that we are projecting is out of beauty and love, you know, and we might have an inner self that is not meeting up to those expectations, or maybe that we have this wrong perception of ourselves that we're going to actually be focusing on during this period of time. And we're going to be working on getting the reflection the same on ourselves and actually seeing our true authentic self for who they really are, which is a beautiful, you know, image of perfection. And when we do that, when we actually think that, oh my gosh, I am I am this beautiful light, and when you're in your authentic self, you have this inner confidence is the best word I can put it, but it's like this inner knowing of who you are. You don't have to wear makeup like me. Today I'm working on painting. So, and I just realized that it was September 8th, and this is, or no, September 7th. And I said I wanted to get out a couple days ahead, and I'm like, oh, shucks, I better get this out before the 9th, which is a full moon actually, or the new moon, I'm sorry, is actually on the 9th. So I thought that was very interesting that it's kind of following astrology as well. I didn't realize that until just a couple minutes when Leo King came on, and I kind of watched him and it's like, oh, that's the same time as my painting starts. So it's about looking at ourselves in a deeper sense during this time. Okay? It's about enhancing what you love about yourself and being compassionate for what you don't love. Because what you don't love, you can always change, guys. When we are creating ourselves, and our true authentic self is always changing. We take good qualities of what we love about ourselves and we enhance those, and the qualities that we don't like about ourselves, we work on those to be, you know, our true self. Because our true self doesn't have any negative, you know, annotations. It's all about perceptions. So if you're thinking about this, is another way you could think about it. It's every relationship that you have is a reflection of yourself, right? So if you're, you know, seeing through their eyes what you look like, does that make sense? So, I mean, mirrors do something. I remember when I was, oh, it was in grade school. I was constantly bullied and saying that I was ugly and I was a dog and bitch and all that good stuff. And one day I had a really super hard day, and I mean really hard. They were coming at me all directions, and it was constantly being bombarded on me. And I remember going to the mirror, and when I got home off the bus, and looking in the mirror and saying, I don't see it. I don't see the ugly. You know, I don't know where this is coming from. And, you know, after time goes by, you know, if you're getting hounded over and over and over again, you might think that they have some truth to it. At least that's what people have been saying. And I kind of bought into that for a while. But as I went on with my life and as I got to work on myself and every time I started working on myself, my gifts would come out. And the more I got to work on myself and I became comfortable in my own skin, in my own authentic truth, I started not seeing it again. Because there was a time where I saw the ugly. I actually believed that they were reflecting me and that I was ugly. And no matter what I could do, I mean, I became anorexic because I thought, oh, they're calling me fat. I must be fat. And I weighed like 105 pounds. I lost 85 pounds in 3 months. And they were still calling me ugly. And I couldn't understand. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be something else. I started wearing a whole bunch of makeup. I think that's why I don't like wearing makeup anymore, is because during the 80s, that was a big thing, and your hair had to be like puffed up into this big mullet on your head. And if you didn't have a certain look and I got a perm that, you know, I had poodle hair, you know, with the poofy hair and the slick sides and your hair, you know, I could see it then. Trust me, it was not a good look on me. But what I wasn't showing people is I was trying to please everybody else. And I wasn't trying to be my authentic self. When I was in my authentic self, people would gravitate toward me, and that's when I would get compliments, and that's when I would, you know, have that. But I didn't realize at the time that when people were saying that to me, I wasn't being me. And that was a big eye-opener. And that's what we have to learn. I am totally against bullying. I really am. Because I don't think people realize the damage that they do in other people. But also, the people that are being bullied have to take responsibility as well. And as being a formal person who has been bullied, it's our responsibility to take the criticism and stand with our truth. And if we don't stand with our truth, then eventually it'll come out where you'll see the flaws. You'll start paying attention to those. If you're not standing in your truth, you can't show who you truly are and the beauty within, because really beauty comes within. I know a lot of pretty people who don't have they don't have any authentic self within themselves, and eventually they're left in the pack, right? But those people who are, they're not gorgeous, but they have the greatest personality. They come out and they have longevity of building great relationships. They're humble. They got compassion for others. And that's all because it's within. Beauty is the eye of beholder. And that's kind of what this is saying too. It's all about your perspective. Maybe your beauty is not on the outside. Maybe it's within. And that's what makes you beautiful. Maybe it's how you see things. Maybe it's what you can create is the beauty that you bring to the table. Just my thoughts about the perception, the painting. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Leave comments. If you like this, please share. And hey, subscribe, because if you want to keep on playing the game, subscribe so you can get to the answers that I came up with. But I can't wait to hear what you came up with, because as I always say, you are the best interpretation, or you have the best interpretation of your own self, because you know your experiences. I know mine. So, and you're the best judgment of where things should go. Everybody has this ability, and you have amazing gifts that you can make shine bright. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you before the 15th with a new painting, and hopefully I'll get a majority of them out by then. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.